I can't say this enough. I just feel like nobody's listening. Nobody. I can't even read anymore. I can't even concentrate. Yes, I read this. I read this when I can. And now I know why it says what it says. I'm a minister. Even I get confused. But we have so many medications out here. One to cover another one. Bandages. My stepfather used to say that all the time. Don't wear a Band-Aid. It's got to breathe. That's how it gets air to it. That's how it makes a scab. After the scab goes away, yeah. But you don't have scabs anymore. I don't have scabs anymore. Why? Because they usually go away. Because I use the anointed oil on a daily. On a daily. Every single day. Every single day. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care what nobody says about toxicity. Because I know why. It's cold pressed. And now I'm hearing about all these other people in the world. I can't do nothing but pray for them. People are killing people. What happens with the bodies? Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. Now I hear, yeah, we could have possible human meat. Of course, the believers have to be saved by grace. Why? Because we know not what's in our food. Now we're not even sure anymore. So we have to just go through this. We have to take what they give us. Now I know why people give up. I can't give up, though. Today I got the police report. My landlord denied everything, like usual. Criminals always do. They deny, deny, deny. No evidence has been collected. I have to do all the work on this. He thinks it's just for revenge. Wow. Really? Just for revenge, huh? That thing up there didn't matter at all, right? No, hey, I'll buy you a new bed, no new covers, no nothing. It's all about money. It's always about the money, right? Yes, you must pay rent. I have paid my rent. Now all of a sudden, yeah, it's become a legal matter because they wanted to make it a legal matter. I was willing to work it out at first. Then I had to wait. I had to wait for them to come over the last second on a Sunday, a day of rest, right? Because, yeah, we don't know anymore, right? Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so I'm resting on both days now, right? Evidently the Father worked, so the Son worked. They say he was crucified for it. When I work, I do good works. I don't do bad works. I can understand why you would say don't do works, right? But idle hands is the devil's playground, right? So if Jesus said idle hands is the devil's playground and he worked, then he didn't have the devil in him. If he was doing good works, they crucified him. They, as in the people that crucified him, yes, they crucified him because they did not care. Jesus died on the cross for our sins, and we're still dying today because guess what? Of our sins. And what else? We're being used as slaves. Nobody wants us to know that, though. They're perfectly fine the way things are going. Why? Because we work for them. It's been going on ever since kings and queens. Now all of a sudden presidents. I'm not even sure if I want to vote anymore. I really don't. I want nothing to do with it. I was going to. Now I don't even want to. Why? Because America's become a corporation. Everything's corporate. I even tried to sign up for an EIN number. Found out, yeah, I can collect Social Security numbers from my employers, or employees, or contractors, or whatever you want to call them, because, yeah, a taxi cab driver would be contractors, right? Then I found out it was attached to my Social Security in case I wanted to make money. Kind of sounds like something about the taxi cab business, right? I have all these drivers, right? I'm making money off of them, and I'm making other money off of them. No, I don't even want to run a business now. No, not under these conditions. Keep your freaking money. Really? It's like having chains attached to you while you're working, man. You're really working for the man. Yeah, you're working for the man. You're not only working for the man, you're making that man rich, right? No, I'm so sick of the world. I can't wait until Jesus returns. It's gotta be way better than this. Way better. No, I'm not scared. Just like that old lady said earlier, what is there to be scared of? It's home. It's not here. It's not here. It's not what's going on now. Puerto Rico. No wonder these people out there partying around. Woo! Yeah, they're dancing to your money. All the things that I've heard tonight. No. I don't want it. I don't want none of it. Where do I go? At this point, yeah, there could be a lot better things, right? I'm about to think about this one. I know what I'm thinking. It sounds good. It sounds really good. Whole different change of lifestyle. Yeah, I can't do this no more. No. No. I even thought about throwing things away in my room. Just because, yeah, they're just things. All of them. They're all just things. Things. The more I turn around and I think, man, I don't even care about the stuff that I used to have. Yeah, that was robbed for me too. No, you can't come back and get your truck. I was the a-hole. I was the a-hole because she had a job too. Her job paid more than mine. But she thinks she's better than me. Country living is better than city living? Really? I didn't think it mattered where'd you live in the world, just as long as you were good to people. I was trying to be good to people back then. Oh, that was just too much. And people want to judge me. Judge not, lest you be judged. I've already been judged. I've been judged many a times when I was younger for fouling up. I come to the Lord, people still think I'm fouling up. I went down today, I was happy. I was getting a police report for my roommate. Yeah, some things happen to me. It's not about me, though. It was really for him. Yeah, I guess as a caregiver, I get something out of that. I get a place to lay my head at night. I get to hold a Bible, which I could do that out on the street too, I'm sure, but there's always a Bible around. There's Bibles in churches. There's Bibles that people will give to you. I mean, I don't read enough of it. I really don't. But here's the thing. I've been reading this thing my whole life. This Bible it's a thing. It's something that you have in your hand. But it's life. My arms were hurting today because I went out and I did something I like to do today. I like to ride a bike. I like to ride a bicycle with no hands. Don't ask me why. I started to learn how to do it. I had a lady even ask me today, it takes a lot of talent. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I said it took me like 1 to 2 years, I think, to learn that. I think I told her 2. To me, it feels like 2. It's been a long time since I held her in my arms and they took her from me. They stole her. They couldn't do their jobs. We got 2 different results from 2 different doctors. One said that no surgery was needed. The other one said it was broken 2 places. They gave her 3 days to live because they said she had Hep C. Didn't even try the wool. It was dumped down the freaking drain. I was disrespected as a human being with my judgment of what could be done, my opinion, anything. I was smacked down like, you don't know what you're talking about, by all women, every one of them. The same women that ride around with their cell phones in their hand, their precious little lives. Yeah. Kids have no control of that. Kids have no control of what their parents do. Even I knew that growing up. My mom was not always the best on what she did in front of her children. What she had in her house. But she judges other people. Judges people in my family. Some of them she probably don't even know. Judges the whole world. Hollers and screams at the whole world, right? No talk to me though, right? No, because she's on that pharmakia. That brainwashing medicine. The world's medicine. Not God's medicine. God's medicine is holistic, just like this Bible's holistic. You don't get no better than the Bible, the Holy Bible. You don't get no better. It's it. That's the beginning and the end. His word is the beginning and the end. all right there in black and white. Yes. Take it however you want to take it, right? It's in black and white. All this other stuff that's going on around here, it don't even matter. It's written down in here. You can either take it or you can deny it. You deny it, you deny Christ. As far as the food thing goes, we all know we're messed up when it comes to food. There ain't nothing we can do about the food that they feed us. Except for grow your own, if you can. I try to. I'm a farmer by name. Yeah, I've had my good years, and I've had my bad years too. Without farms, you can have no food, right? But I don't see the farms out here all the time. Yeah, coming to the people. Now, we got to go through the stores. Why? Because it's got to be regulated by the government. Funny, where did that big underground supermarket came filled with stuff? Who's that for? All the people that don't know, I guess, and is still eating from that supermarket? Or is this all the stuff that they put in there that ain't no good no more, or what? No, my idea was given to people. That's even been taken. Why? Because people are already given. They're doing the same thing that I want to do too. Why? Because we all got the same ideas. We are collectively already deciding on the internet daily. Even from a place that most people don't even like, but yet it's still around. TikTok. Yeah, I know. Conflict of interest for Facebook, right? Of course. Why? Because they're, a corporation. A corporation. What I almost became. Not anymore. I don't have to use those things. I don't have to use none of it. What's your social security number? I have no idea. What's your EIN? I have no idea. Do I want a job? No. Not in this system. Maybe a change system. Maybe something way better than this. But I think that's only going to be this. Really, I do. I'm not even sure where my kin is going to end up at. My younger generation. They're talking about drafting them now. People I don't get to spend very much time with you alone enough, you know. Why? Because everybody's got them separated. Everybody's out here doing whatever, living their life, forgetting about the Word. They don't know the Word. They don't want to know the Word. And if they do want to know the Word, then they ain't coming to tell me about it, and they ain't listening to me, so, yeah, we just all unopened books, right? And I'm reading the book. I knew this stuff from when I was a kid, too, but it's always good to have the reminder, you know? That's why I say don't backslide. You got the reminder right here. Read it, right? It's our only hope. Read the Word. Live by the Bible. Live the old ways. Because, yeah, I'm not even sure about technology anymore. The only technology I can think of was to get the Word out on here. Keep doing what I've been doing. That's about all I use it for, really. That and I guess trying to make sure that I'm secure as far as my living conditions. But like I said, that don't matter, right? For some reason, I'm retaliating all the way, right? I'm not allowed to fight for my rights? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me I have no rights? Yeah. In the world you live in, that could all change. I got to have faith, though, right? So I got to keep doing what I do. Yeah, I might not want to vote now, but I think it's the only option, really. It's really the only option, seeing that Trump is a Christian. Or Presbyterian, Pentecostal, I think, something like that. What was the name of it? Yeah. I went to a Presbyterian church. But church can be at your home. You don't have to go out to the churches. There's already people in the churches. I'm already a minister, so I can preach to the people anywhere I go. It just comes up in discussion. It's not like a bunch of people standing around me. I don't think I've ever actually had that. I haven't encountered like a bunch of people walking up to me. I don't think it would do any good. Really, I don't. Because if you're teaching to multiple people at the same time, you could do it on the camera and they would still learn. They could watch it whenever they want in their free time. Yeah. You think about the classrooms, schools, the children don't get enough attention. They stick them in a small classroom with a teacher that they see every day, maybe multiple times during the day, like I did when I was younger. And it just seemed like there was more stress in the classroom. And then sometimes it was like not stress. It depends on what program you're in. I was in both. Learning disability, behavior, all because my mom lived in the world. Spied, right? People spy. My mom was a spy, right? Telephone operator? My stepdad, NSA? Yeah. Intelligent? Yeah. Intelligent in this as well. Yeah, I probably don't know it all. But as he said to that one guy, I don't remember, I think, I'm not really good with names all the time. But there was a part he said, when he was talking to the disciples, or I guess was it prophets or disciples, that he was trying to go out. And he said, I only know one that I've heard. And he said, it's probably the best one, right? I'm thinking, I know a lot of these. I probably don't know the numbers of them. And there's probably a way I could learn that, but I'm not too sure how that works yet. I haven't gotten that far. I'm still learning. And now I understand why they say you don't read it from cover to cover. Me, I'm learning in parts and pieces. Kind of like other people do in other countries that don't have the option to be able to read the Bible. It's hidden from them. Like people in China, yeah, they're not allowed to read the Bible. So they don't know about it. And then the ones that do probably don't because they're too busy working all the time. But I don't know because I'm not them. All I can do is know for myself and teach other people. teach other people what I learned just in communicating with them. Not, well, this happened, I'm no expert. I guess you would say I'm a practicing minister, which is what we are, evidently, according to all the people that I've known that's probably been ministers longer than I have. Evidently, they're not priests. There's a shortage of priests, evidently. There's a shortage of a lot of things. Now everybody has to go onto the internet to get their word. Or they have to get this here, the Bible, the word. And I don't read enough. Maybe I should, right? But I feel like it's already inside of me, like I already know it. I just don't know all the numbers. Like, I can't tell you, like such and such scripture, or such and such verse, or whatever, or chapter. I don't think of it like that. I think about what I've heard, as far as which ones, which page, which number. You just read the word. To me, that makes more sense than the numbers. But I don't know, somebody could probably better explain it to me. Because, like I said, I don't know everything. But what I do know about the world, yeah, when it's off its rocker. It's flipped. It's all flipped. The only way to unflip is go back to the way it was before. Keep thinking, man, I should be doing something else. Maybe I should be going somewhere. Maybe this fight that I'm fighting right now isn't even worth it either, because, yeah, can't get somebody to admit something like, you can't make them. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? And I can't get anybody to come over and investigate so far, so I guess I can try. It's about all I can do. But at this point, it's like, what? Retaliation? You obviously don't know ministers. Like I said, I was supposed to turn my cheek, but I can't turn my cheek on the person that I care for. I can't. That's his security. It's not even about me. That's so he can follow his dreams. Maybe, possibly. If even that. That's maybe not even an option. But all the damages that's been done to this place, and evidently I'm allowed to live in here no matter what it looks like, but according to him, but according to the state, yeah, this is not acceptable. None of the damages in this house is acceptable. I just point that one out because it's there. But the rest of them, yeah, I've got pictures of them. And they've been happening over time. You can't deny it. I mean, there's 2 rat holes down in the basement that's been dug out of the wall and dug out of the window. What could I do to do that? Nothing. Those were made by rodents. I was not allowed to use poisons in this house. None. No poisons. That's what I was told when I moved in. Whoever lived here before, I guess that was the terms of their conditions of the sale or something, and they wanted to stick to it, evidently. Plus that, when it was inspected, it was, evidently, they had to do the whole termite thing, so there's things outside that, have been covered up and not begun on over since. I don't know if you go over those again or not. I would guess I would have to ask my cousin about how long it takes, to do that, but nothing's being done about the rats. Evidently, that's okay. The fact that the day that we called him to let him know that, yeah, this fell through, that in the closet of the rat chewing through the wall, we didn't know about that until that day after that had fell. So, yeah, all of a sudden he opens his closet to get ready, and all of a sudden there's a hole. He says he don't always get in that closet, but yeah, evidently when he got in there, there's a hole to the right, and there's been some shredded pieces of, insulation on his luggage, and none of this was made in the report because it was the harassment report, of him coming over and actually doing these things, and now he's denying them. Of course, a criminal is never going to admit that they are wrong. The evidence is down in the basement to where he was doing his little business, right? Evidently, that's okay because nobody's come over to investigate that. They just took him on his word so far, right? Yeah. So I guess I've got to call them and say, look, I need somebody to come over here because I found some evidence. Because, yeah, they're not coming over here to do all this stuff. Not for a male. Oh, well, straight do it for females, but a male that was sexually harassed, 2 males that were sexually harassed, the other one was touched. Yeah, 70-year-old male. Yeah, he tried to go into the army. They wouldn't let him in, evidently, I guess, because of his mental health throughout his life. Tossed around, different places, orphanages, all this stuff, Nobody's worried about that. Caseworkers, not even worried about it. May have to go through a process with them, right? Because everybody's going on vacation. Nobody's got time to do no work, but they got time to question me why I let it happen to me. Told them, I've been through this my whole life. My brother had to go through this. Did he get any justice? Of course he did. Karma came back and bit him on the butt. One guy got cancer, and he died. The other guy in Maryland, I have no idea. You work for the government. Yeah, you probably got a freaking slap on the freaking wrist, right? Who knows? Nobody told me anything. But no, this happened all under the supervision of my mother. Evidently, my dad thinks the world of this woman. They're both on pharmacia, though. Her for her seizures, and him probably for his back problems and his aches and pains. But listen to me on holistic. Oh, not your own son. Not your own son. No, you listen to the world. And then tell me about your blessings at church that your wife used to talk about. The one that you used to smack around. I witnessed it before we went to Ohio. Yeah, but this man talks over me like I'm his property. No, you spit me out your womb. Nope, Mama did right, but Mama ain't right, though. I'm supposed to respect him, of course. Only when it's there to be given, right? You gotta give to get. They don't get no calls. Why? Because they don't call. They don't call. They don't care. They don't care what's going on in their world. Hey, son, how you doing? Only if you want to know some information about me. To try to, like usual, cut me down to size. It's been going on for a long time. It's tiring. I don't even care to talk to him anymore. I don't. hate to see it though. Pharmakeia has got the whole world brainwashed. Why? Because they like it. That gives them the power, knowledge over how to get rid of us. They have it. And every day the world takes it. Pharmakeia, pharmaceutical medications, big pharma. And y'all suck it up like, hey, they're paying me to take this, and if I don't take it, they're going to take me off the program. If I don't take it, I'm going to die. But yet you ain't dead. No, you're dead in the head. That's the only problem now. Pharmakeia, it solves the whole world's problems. But we're all addicted to it. Drugs. They're called drugs. Pharmaceutical drugs. Medications are drugs. You're all hooked on it. You think we should be hooked on it. My aunt did the same shit. She said, well, maybe you need to go psychiatrist. Maybe you can go get medicine. Maybe you trying to kill yourself? Well, you need to stay on the third floor when you get out. You need to be living under a fucking viaduct or a bridge. Really? That's how my family talks about me. Like I'm scum. Because of my past. God knows you because of your works. God knows you. God died on the cross for your sins as Jesus. But they sit here and talk to me. I ain't been nothing but helpful. You know what helpful people get? Yeah, stabbed in the back. Yeah, everything that I ever helped them with, they took afterwards. Took. My family don't give me nothing. Maybe a holiday. You can come over and eat with us, but other than that. Oh, I'm breaking bread with you? I'm breaking bread with you? Why, so you can find out something on me, right? They've been doing that most of their lives. Probably done to the family members that I've known too. Yeah, somebody used to speak about that. How he spoke to somebody in the city and got somebody a job, but every time I ride by there, I see vehicles sitting out there, but nobody doing nothing. Why? Because all these people get paid to sit on their butt and collect money. And maybe they might just do some work, and maybe they might not. Well, how do I know? I don't know what they do. I'm not supposed to sit here and watch what they do all the time. But I do see a lot of sitting around. A lot of time wasting. They want us to work our butts off, right? First of all, I'm an ordained minister. Closest I get to work is, dishing out the word. Dishing out what I know is right. Yeah, I still got to eat. Not sure what to eat anymore. I was once confused when I was on I had diverticulitis or diverticulosis, however you want to say it, right? Then I found out it was just a medical condition, right? Medical. Not a disease, not a virus, because those don't actually exist with the use of extra virgin olive oil. But those who don't believe in it won't take it. They claim to take it. People talk all the time, but don't mean that they actually do it. Oh yeah, I do that too. Oh yeah. Sure you do. I've never seen you do it, but you'll put that cigarette in your mouth, right? Yeah, that's going to save you from everything too, right? Of course. But yet cigarettes cause cancer, right? We're all just sitting around here getting cancer. We'll stick these cell phones right up to our faces. I do it too. But yet I take the anointed oil. Yet I'm still here. 50 years old almost. November 16th. Scorpio. Oh, not blonde. Shiny though. Kind of close to blonde. But you like taking medications, so the rules don't apply to you. Just like the lady down here today, riding down the street, goes over the line. I'm sitting there, she's talking to her kid. Don't even look at me. Don't even acknowledge I'm there. Some blonde-haired lady in the car with her cell phone up to her face talking to her kid in the back seat. I'm not there. I wasn't there to the lady behind her either. She rode right past like the stop sign wasn't even there. Blondes. Yeah, blondes have all the fun, right? Yeah. Why do they have the fun? Because they don't care about the rules. As long as their kids are taken care of, though, right? Of course. But forget that the man's there. Forget about any man's there. They just see us as the man. No. We're talking about the man. They see us as the man, though. The ones that's always pushed around. The ones that's always forgot about. Why? Because they get everything handed to them. Handed to them. So many perversions in the world. They get everything handed to them. You gotta work. You sit home all day and make money on OnlyFans. What do you need a man for then? You don't. You boasting about something? Keep on boasting. It ain't gonna be around much longer. That stuff's gonna disappear. Where's the perverts getting their money from? Probably from somebody offline. Pretending to be you. Yeah, don't tell me I don't know about this stuff. I heard about this stuff a long time ago. Yeah, it's been spoken about all over the place, right? Everybody knows about it. Shoot, we even discussed it in jail, right? Everybody's doing it, though. Perverting the world. No perverting. We need to change the world. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord. Hear the words of this covenant, and speak to men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. You shall say to them, Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, curse the man who does not beat the words of this. Hear the words of this covenant. I don't have very good eyesight sometimes, so I can't always see it. I can't see if it's an H or a B, or if the R is a T or an R. So yeah, that messed me up. I didn't do it on purpose. I have a very hard time reading sometimes because I will mess up my words. So that I command you, fathers, when I brought them out of the land of Egypt from the iron furnace, saying, Listen to my voice, and do all that I command you. So shall you be my people, and I will be your God, that I may confirm the oath that I swore to your fathers, to give them a land flowing with milk and honey, as at this day. Then I answered, So be it, Lord. See, that makes a lot of sense. That's why all these people are coming here, man. We have so much milk and honey that we can't attend to it. That it needs to be done on a daily basis. But yet there's nobody to do it. And nobody wants anybody here. But here's the thing. If we have all these people, we have all this work to be done. That can get done. And if it gets done, then guess what? That means everything is happy. Everybody is happy. The The cows are happy. The bees are happy because they have purpose. You know, they're just not out here just throwing honey around, right? Honey helps the body. Milk. I haven't quite figured out what the use of milk is yet. I really haven't. The only thing I can think of is what I read before is they dump it on the farms. They've been dumping it on the farms. And yes, there's a bit of, I guess, a conspiracy theory thing, I guess, behind it, but it's not really a conspiracy. Because if you do your research on milk, it actually has blood and pus in it. So the blood that was spilled on the land is also in the ground. And yes, we have, I guess, what you call human meat in our food, but yet we have DNA all over the ground. So yeah, will we not have it in the fruits and vegetables? Of course we would. So it's not necessarily from the people. It's necessarily from the cows that, yeah, we're supposed to be spilling it on the land. It's supposed to be done that way because it's not meant for human consumption. It's meant for calves. So that's why they say the land of milk and honey. We have plenty of room here in this land. Plenty of room for houses. There's enough space. There's even a field over here across from me that a very, very religious man that I've known in my past from working jobs here, here recently, not too long ago. I got to work with him. And this was with my aunt, right? The one that's not doing very good in health right now because, yeah, she still takes the pharmacia. The same one that she pressured on to me. Yes, I got something good out of that, but I also got bad things out of that. Very bad things. And I couldn't understand, at that time, I couldn't understand what was going on. But I had brought somebody into the household that just turned everything around. And yes, after I heard about the shooting the other day out in Maine, yeah, that's where the person that was from. Also the same person that took everything out of my home when I lived over in the trailer park. I called it home because that's what it was. Took everything out of the trailer park and probably gave it to his buddy or split it with his buddy or whatever. And his ex. All over stuff that I had in my house was all gone when I came back. The only thing I had was the stuff that I was able to get, which my aunt was able to talk him out of. But yet she was best friends with this guy up until, guess what? He took the truck. Then she wanted to know all about him. Do you talk to him? Of course not. The guy robbed me. Why would I talk to him? Oh, well, I hope you're still not hanging out with that guy. So you have to get validation from me, right? Because you think I'm still hanging out with somebody, right? Someone that turned, into a totally different person after I knew them, right? All these people that I used to hang around with that I no longer hang around with. I hardly hang around with anybody anymore. And usually the ones I discuss with, discuss my religion, but yet they still come around. Just like I discussed my religious beliefs, whatever you want to call them, my belief in the Lord, shall I say. And a lot of times they don't want to hear it, or a lot of times they'll deny it, but they'll just listen. But they still question me. Well, why are you doing it for this reason? No. See, you don't know what purpose it is. You have to guess. You can't just come out and say, what are you doing this for? same reason you was originally doing it for. But then all of a sudden you found out that you could get paid for taking care of people, right? Of course. I found out through a friend, right, that I could actually take care of somebody and get paid to take care of them. But yet nobody else knew how to. My old roommate didn't even know how to do it, right? But yet you're taking care of somebody. The government is giving you money, but they're giving you your money. So yet I'm still doing it knowing that I'm probably getting my money that they're taking out of Social Security, but yet I'm still doing it. So therefore, even though I'm working for money, I'm working for my money. That means I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because my needs are met. I have a place to live. Just like if you're a minister or a priest, or a father, you get paid to live in a place. So, yeah. Actually, I'm just volunteering, right? I'm doing service work. Even though it's my money, I'm doing the service work. Because the stipend doesn't come from the government. It comes from the people that are working. And, yeah, as a caretaker, I'm working. But here's the funny part. Since I'm doing a service, and it's coming out of my money, I don't have to pay taxes. Why? Because it's already figured out before I even get my check, evidently, right? Plus, it's my money, right? If it's my Social Security number, it's my Social Security money that I'm making. So therefore, yeah, we're making all our own money. That's why money has become worthless, because it really has no value unless, of course, it's your work. But yet I still get paid because I still do my work. They can't find a way to fire me, even though they probably tried. But see, I'm what you call a contractor. So they had to put down all the right words to make me a contractor. And they had to verify it. So therefore, they can't find a way to get rid of me. They can make up, are you not giving him his... First of all, I'm supposed to remind him to take his medicine, not to force medicine. Why? Because he's a grown adult and he can make his own decisions. So yeah, I let him make his own decisions. But I do wake up and remind him to take his medicine. It's a daily ritual. Why? Because I am forced to do it. He is forced to take them. Just like he was when he was in Muscatatuck. The hospital that's closed down now because, yeah, the government found out what they were doing, or somebody found out, and the whole facility was closed. Yet he still has to take this medicine. Therefore, he's chained to this medicine that he must take for the rest of his life because the government says to. The government. The government says, evidently, yeah, he'll lose all of his programs, right? His friend Martha even says he'll lose his programs. Just like she thought I would be kicked out if I didn't pay the $400. Not that I didn't want to pay the $400, because I gave him twice to come over. The first time was on the 10th, which we had set aside to, yeah, that was the day, because I got my checks on 2 different days, and one of them had to be set aside, right? So I can pay other bills, right? So yeah, we decided on the 10th. He was fine with that. Now all of a sudden he's going back on even that. Now all of a sudden it went to the 5th. How did it go to the 5th if I don't get my check but on the 10th or the 24th or the 22nd? Depending on what day, because yeah. Yeah, if there's so many days in the month, yeah, we don't get paid for those days. So we get shorted on those days. We get paid, what, $35, $45, $40-something a day? Daily. As long as we work and as long as we do our check-ins to make sure that we're actually doing our work. Did you do this today? Yes. Why? Because I always put on there what I do. And they know exactly what I do. I'm a companion, which we talk. I feed him his food. I cook it for him because he can't cook them. I do work. I do actual work. I clean my house. It's literally spotless. As my mother used to say, you would make a perfect housewife, but I'm not a wife. I'm a man. But yet the world wants me to convert to their ways, become a female. Sounds almost like Dionysus, right? Mother dressed him up as a female? Ah. Mama decided to call me Dennis because she said she liked Dennis the Menace when she was a kid, right? Of course, you would use that name versus the other one, right? Dennis? How about Saint Dennis, right? Wasn't because of Saint Dennis, no, it was because Dennis the Menace. He was the bad kid, right? The one that got on everybody's nerves, even his parents. Same here. My parents don't speak to me. My siblings hardly ever speak to me. Only when they want something. Only when they need something. If I don't have it, I can't give it, right? Just like if I'm a minister or a priest or a preacher or whatever, if I decide to open my own church, they would only come to me if they needed something. Other than that, yeah, maybe not, right? Who knows? I can't decide what they would do. Now, the whole world, yeah, you're not fighting the governments. You're fighting pharmakia. Remember that. Pharmakia is what has got us all down right now. And I find it very funny that a place in Jeffersonville, Indiana, has a pharmaceutical pill mill next to a cell phone company. I find that very odd. Yeah. Same company that used to hire me for their cell phone. Hey, you need to go to the hospital and do a drug test. We're going to send you in a cab. Bring a voucher, right? Until they didn't need the vouchers anymore. Yeah. All of a sudden, hey, we're going to start paying you in credit card. And we ran out of vouchers. We need more. So that's why we don't call you. Oh, you don't make copies? No, because why? Because they got numbers on them. So I have to go out and purchase them, right? I have to pay money, right? So I can make that credit card money, right? Not worth it, right? Maybe, yeah, because maybe I'm paying a small price because they don't use enough of them anyways, and I ordered a stack like that big and ended up throwing them away because they never got used, so waste of paper, right? But I had to have it to get the company's business. Yeah. Well, if you got a voucher, come back with a voucher, right? Wasn't worth it, dude. They stopped calling me. Eventually, my cab business went under. It was meant to be, evidently. Nobody needs a cab anymore. We can't find any cabs out here because of corporate America. Why? Because we got to have Uber and Lyft. That's corporate too. Forget the little guy. Forget the small guy. If you forget the small guy, guess what? All the small guys, guess what? We don't have work. Why? Because you have to be accepted by corporate America, and they have a lot of standards. Oh, you don't have to, you better not have any felonies. You better not have this, you better not have that, right? Corporate America runs the freaking show. Sure do. They told me where to go. Hey, go over here and get some vouchers so we can pay you. You can pay me online through credit card, right? What do I need a voucher for? Security can't figure that paperwork out? No, it's too much for them. They got to watch after the whole company, right? They got to do their security job. Okay. So what do we have supervisors for? They're not watching either? No, they're just watching the product, right? Make sure it don't go out the doors. All this equipment that we got, and they can't keep it from going out the door. All these sensors. No. we got to have security watching these people, right? Kind of like when I worked at Amazon. Oh, you can't even go out the door unless you go through security. Why? Because we got all this stuff that's worth money in here. I couldn't even go to the bathroom without going through security, right? Yeah. I was like, I don't even want to work there now. First of all, the doctor's telling me I got diverticulitis at the time. This was way before all this. And I can't go to the bathroom when I need to. To them, it's just an excuse, right? So therefore, everyone can be an excuse. Hey, but we got a man out here that's got all the money, right? And he split it with his wife. Sounds like a Bonnie and Clyde type of thing, right? Split it up, go your own ways. The man's still running the company though, right? Or not? I don't know. I didn't keep up with that anymore. Now all of a sudden, guess what? Amazon wants to sell prescriptions because, yeah, stores are just too dangerous. Maybe your packages will be air delivered to you. Yeah, your prescription drugs. I ain't seen no packages flying around yet. Ain't none landing in my front yard or backyard. Is it only certain areas like Uber and Lyft? All these corporations, man. They can't even get their stuff right. Shoot, I was running my business pretty good. I had me a website. You could go in there and put your information, order a cab, or you could make a phone call and order your cab. Or you could get on an app and not anymore. Oh, somebody's seeing fit to come over here and tear up one of my vehicles, right? And then all these people want me to lease out vehicles. Why? So you can tear them all up. Why? Because you disrespect other people's things. And then when they say, well, you ain't fixing it. You ain't fixing it, so I can't drive. What happened to responsibility? Why not bring your own car? Oh, that's wear and tear on my vehicle. If you making the money, what does it matter? You can go out and buy you a brand new car, or you can afford to get it fixed and put a new engine in it or whatever. Not the same to those people. Why? Because they got to buy something new every so often, right? Trade up, lease out, whatever. Everything's taken care of for them. Everything's handed to them. I'm not allowed those luxuries, but yet they are. So, am I less of a person? Does that mean there could be other less of people? Just about like all these people that's supposed to be over here in New York. What are they here for? Who knows? We don't know. I can guess, but I'm guessing only the good reasons. Maybe they're here to save us. After all these years of all of our presidents giving and giving and giving, maybe they come to help us. Or maybe they just come here for the votes. Really? Why would you just come here for the votes? Now you're getting fed by the American taxpayer? But does anybody ever thank anybody that hopefully the world does, because evidently we've been given all this money, so how do we owe anything? If we've been given this whole time, how do we owe a cent to anybody, to any country? I don't get it. How do we owe them if we've been given this whole time? Yes, even the people have been given. They send their money over to these countries, do donations. If they didn't get them, that's not our fault, right? If it was wired to them, yeah. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of good people in America. And A lot of these countries either don't see it or they do see it. One of the two. I haven't decided which one it is because I don't know. But I do know that there's a lot of good people out here, such as myself. And you shouldn't discount them. So the only thing I can think of is just keep praying and hoping that they'll see the good in people and they won't harm you. Because it's going to be about knowledge, and who you're killing, has to be doing evil deeds. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too much random just killings going on in the streets. It's like that thing in Maine, all them people died in a bowling alley. Maybe, I could see that, all that competition. Maybe somebody didn't like them because they were competing, and maybe they was competing against this guy, or maybe this guy just didn't like bowling alleys. Who knows? I don't know anything about the story too much, except for what I've heard. So yeah, bowling alleys. My mom used to spend some time in a bowling alley. Leave us kids in with the daycare while they go out there to bowl and compete against each other. Competing. What usually happens when you compete, and you got people that's against you, there's bound to be troubles happening there, of course, because you're competing. It's a sport, right? It's like the guy the other day, he asked me at the store, he says, "Did you watch the game the other night?" And I'm like, "No." "What makes you think that I'm a sports fanatic?" I did like a sport. That sport, to me, is a sport, but it's the people that was in it no longer around, so it don't even matter, right? Evidently, at that time, I was looking up to a person that was a driver, right, in a NASCAR race. Now he's moved on to something else. Well, I have too. I've moved on to, I don't care anymore. It's a sport. It's competition. Why are we always competing against our fellow man? It doesn't make any sense. Why are we not competing for the Lord up above? I know there's other people out here that do, but there's a lot of the world that they just got their head in their daily lives. That's all they care about. They don't care about the Lord. They don't even bring it up in discussions. Why? Because what's the first thing talk about at even family functions? Don't bring up politics or religion. I was told that all my life. They're scared of it. That's why. They're scared of it. They don't know. They're being told what you can and can't do. First of all, you can do it until you feel it don't right anymore. If it ain't right anymore, just don't do it. That's repenting. That's going away from it. I had to give up a lot of stuff. I had to give up smoking. I had to give up even drinking wine. I had to give up other things that most people battle on a daily basis. Yeah, I sometimes go back and do these things, but I learned that, it's not even worth it. My nutrition, my health, that's what matters, right? The fact that I eat, and sometimes I don't eat. Sometimes I just don't feel like eating. Sometimes I feel like, man, maybe I should do like the rest of the world and try to control myself when it comes to eating. Maybe, like they say, take a break from it, like 14 hours, something like that. Do a fast. Maybe drink some water. Maybe a little snack, late night snack, or early morning snack, whatever it may be, I guess. Fasting isn't always about not eating. more or less, I guess, about your health, but you can take the olive oil and keep your health. I tell people that all the time. Take your olive oil. It's got all these good things in it. Olives are food. That's where extra virgin olive or olive oil comes from, is from your food, your olives. Squeeze from your olives. So therefore you can eat the olives too. I think I'd rather have an olive tree though. That way I know where my olives are coming from, my olive oil's coming from. Sometimes, like I said, the easier stuff's not always easy. There's a price for it. Like your washing machines. Natural washing machines. We got natural washing machines. People use stuff on their clothes all the time. You can even make your own washing machine, right? They don't want you to, though. Because then you would get away from what they've got for you. And then you won't pay the power bill. Funny how they got to sell that power, right? But people have to work for that power. That coal mines or whatever they get the power from, windmills, whatever. Whatever they decide they're going to replace it for tomorrow. Yet they got these things out in the water that evidently collect energy as well from the water. Turbines. They want to charge us for something that they already get, that they have plenty of. Just like, hey, we have all these houses, and nothing's being built right now because interest rates are too high, right? So who's building the houses? Mexicans. Why? Because they get paid very little of it. You know, they'll work for cheaper, right? They're still building, though. Yeah. Still building. I still see them out here building. Maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. I know the houses over across the street, he ain't building yet. I ain't seen hardly any work for a while now. I guess not a good time. Yeah. Biden's doing such a great job. People make mistakes. Some people don't admit to their mistakes, just like the guy that rents this house to us. He won't admit his mistakes. But of course he wouldn't admit his mistakes to the cop about the damages, but oh, we need to get in here and get them fixed. Yeah, you want to come in here and see them, I wouldn't let you see them, but yeah, I can give you pictures, but hey, here's the thing, I can't even give you pictures anymore, because guess what? There's a restraining order on both of them that live in that house, because, yeah, the work never got done. Now, all of a sudden, last minute, they want to get it done, because, yeah, you're in trouble. All these things, yeah. But I have to lose everything to gain it, right? I have to lose everything. I have to lose this house before that's even done, right? Because I got to follow all these other rules that I don't know what order they go in. Let's see, I got the restraining order first, and then I got the police report. I'm not sure which one to go to next. I guess maybe the detective. Yeah, because, like, nobody else is helping me with this. And then, of course, I'm going to have to go against these people, I guess. And then I got to go for, what else? What's the other thing? There's one other thing I know there is. Oh, the damages to the house after the rent's been being paid. But, yeah, they don't want to do the repairs. They just want their money. Okay, well, you never came to pick up the money, so you don't even want that now. What am I supposed to guess? No, they want it when they want it, right? Better do it now. I'm evicting. Okay. Better not evict. Why? Yeah. You touched me, right? Now I find out it's not even just that. Touched my roommate, too. I found that out afterwards. And he's the one that told me to do all this stuff. He's the one that told me to make the complaint because, yeah, in my religion, it's turn the other cheek, right? But when it comes to him, no, I cannot turn the other cheek. Why? Because I am his caregiver, and if I turn the cheek, that's like saying, hey, it didn't happen to him. It's okay for it just to happen, right? But I didn't find out until later. He didn't tell me until after the fact that I made my report. He didn't know to tell nobody, though, because, yeah, everything, he always gets in trouble for everything. That his whole life he's been getting in trouble for something or another. He can't do anything right even today. The other day I was like, we was having a discussion about the toilet. We always have the discussion about the toilet. Why? Because when I get up running the water, I lose all water pressure. Why? Because he flushes the toilet. But yet every time I get up to do any dishes work, he's always in the bathroom. Why? Because he's not eating the right foods. I can't force him to eat what he don't want to eat. He can spend his money on whatever he wants. So the bathroom is overconsumed. Now, I'm constantly having to go in and clean up the bathroom. Now it's getting to where, hey, can I wash the clothes or can I not? The washer and dryer don't even want to work properly. It spins around, it shakes, it rattles. Yeah. Landlord didn't want to fix that either. That was another part. It's like the 2 rat holes and whatever else I can't think of right now. I mean, I got it written down, but I've got pictures. But hey, I'm not supposed to report all this. Oh yeah, I reported it to Fair Housing as well. Because he didn't even follow his own stuff. His own rules that he wrote down that weren't even Indiana rules. He's writing down Kentucky rules because, hey, he thought Kentucky and Indiana was the same, evidently. Month to month, so I guess they just thought they could just throw us out. No, evidently, month to month is until you terminate. Then you still have to go through the process. He wanted to go through the process on a Sunday. On a Sunday. Nothing gets done on a Sunday. To the whole world, it is their day of rest. But evidently not God's day of rest, the one that we're supposed to keep the Sabbath holy. Right? You know what they say? Sabbath, keep it holy. Like I said, we don't know which day. Is it Saturday or Sunday? I know, because I know what the world is telling me that, hey, no, it was Saturday all along, but, yeah, we did it Sunday because evidently Sunday's the last day of our weekend, you know? But I don't know what day it is. All I can guess is, yeah, it has to be a Saturday. So, yeah, I keep them both holy. How about that? But like I said, Jesus worked on the Sabbath. He just told us not to, right? He said, my Father worked, so he worked. He did works. So if he did the work, then that means, yeah, he did it on Saturday and not a Sunday. Or was it Sunday? That's what I'm saying. The whole world's been confused because evidently the Catholic religion changed it, is what was been said. So did they change it because the world wanted it? Did they change it because the people wanted it? Or did they change it just because of the Catholic religion? Evidently it was because of the Catholic religion. Which is, yeah, still perverted today, right? Even the Pope just come out and said, yeah, I'm just a mouthpiece. He's no saint, right? Ministers claim that all the time. We're just like me and you. I had a guy over at the Salvation Army. I'm just like you. Major Dean. Just like you. I mess up too. Fall short. Maybe sins. Ask for forgiveness, right? Tries not to do it again, right? We all do it. We all do it. But yet we want to deny it. So yeah. That means you don't mind denying Jesus either, right? Me, I know I mess up. I know I mess up. I messed up in several different parts. I just messed up tonight, right? Yeah. I was sitting here watching a video. It said, yeah, we might have possible human meat in ours. I'm sitting here going, I might not be eating no hamburger meat anymore. But then I'm like, hey, I gotta eat. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll just eat chicken. And then I'm like, all meats is what I'm hearing. Even fast food. So I'm like, I don't even know anymore. Maybe that's why grace is there. Because, yeah, sometimes you don't know. You just got to eat what you eat, right? It's kind of like that song I was listening to tonight. I think it was one of the groups back in the 80s. It's talking about whatever flag they offer, about whatever food they offer, about whatever anything they offer. Because guess what? You got to be thankful for what you got. Because, yeah, you might not have anything. Might be like some of these other people in other countries don't have anything. That's why I'm thankful. Yeah, you might not see it on me sometimes. You might not see it on the outside, but in the inside, yeah, I'm thankful for everything that I get. Even if I don't thank the Lord about it all the time, I'm still thankful. I show it by the way I'm eating. Yeah, I eat fast sometimes. But here's the funny part. I don't experience all the gas all the time and stuff because I take my olive oil. It's like I've already anointed my food by taking the olive oil first. The anointing, just like you think about the Jewish religion, right? Like I said before, they, what do they call that again? I first remember to think about this really hard. They have to make the food a certain way, and that's what I call the anointed. It's has to be kosher. It means it has to be prayed over. It means it has to be anointed by a minister or priest or father or whatever you call it. I think they call a rabbi, right? So in my religion, which is universal, I'm the minister, so therefore when I put the anointed oil, I'm already praying over my food, basically. But yet sometimes I find myself, hey, I need to pray, right? So I'm like double praying. Sometimes, not all the time. And that's why I say I do mess up. Sometimes I forget to pray. Even though I'm kind of already praying over my food. Like, I'm already thankful for everything that I have. I mean, I don't do without because I still work. And in this world, that's what men are supposed to do. And, of course, we're not supposed to have any feelings, right? But yet we do. Like me, I find a lot of times I'm having feelings when I'm alone, you know? Because there's nobody around to listen. But the world wants me to conform to its perversions. Yet I won't. In fact, I've noticed a lot that even the one that I've been fighting here recently has been the hardest throughout my whole life, because I was never allowed to be around any women. It was always, hey, this guy, he's a bad guy, stay away from him. Even by my family. So yeah, I have to fight that now. And I fought that very hard when I was a kid because of all the things that I had seen around me and all the things that I had been through and all the things that I've seen, my brother go through. And not that I didn't see anything that my sister's gone through, but it was usually covered with, hey, they get away with murder. You can do whatever. When I was yes, I remember this. When I was a kid, I lived down the street from a guy and his daughter that lived together, and I think there was a brother too, if I remember right. But yeah, the girl got treated like a princess, and it was like, yeah, women are supposed to be treated like that. But here's the thing, if you treat a woman like that all her life, how does she know how to respect people? Because that's all she's ever been given is respect. So how does she know to give it? She's been handed everything all her life. Handed. Given. And then wonder why you might be drafted. Maybe the world really don't like you too much anymore then. Now I'm hearing some of these girls out here, I want to be drafted. Careful what you wish for. I don't know about fighting the world. Only if I'm forced, I guess, but I'll still be a minister, right? I'll still have that special exception, right? Or will I? I think even MASH, Father Mulcahy, he had to fight some battles that he probably didn't want to either. Now, I don't like the way the world is going for anybody that's going through the suffering right now, and I pray for you every day because it's all I can do is pray. Because in order for you guys to get out of it, I've got to get out of it too, and that means we all got to get out of it. And having people handed stuff that's been handed, yeah, they're going to see that handing is going to stop eventually. This is going to take the world to realize that, yeah. And the only way for that to happen is for the perverts to disappear. And the only way for that to happen is for pharmakia to go away. Because as they say, it's a chemical imbalance, right? Well, isn't that what pharmakia causes? Is a chemical imbalance, right? They say it fixes it, but I haven't seen modern medicine fix anything here lately. Now all of a sudden I'm hearing news about, yes, the Mediterranean diet is becoming good. Well, studies on it, right? Yeah, because they have to tell you the truth now because it's been uncovered. The whole world knows about it. But yet there's people that's in denial that get their way. Like these LGBTQs and all these people out here living in the world that just want to buy whatever they can. And then they want us Christians to respect money. Yeah. Why? We get provided for by our Lord for doing right. Just like a parent that's doing good. I never had those, so I had to learn from a real parent, the Lord up above. The ones that I had that were real parents weren't real parents. Yeah, they tried. One of them's dead. The other one I don't know about. The guy that was never married to my mom, I don't know about that one. I don't. I don't know too much about that one. I'll go off as what I went through when I was a kid. And that was being talked about because I wasn't with the girl at the time. Whoop-de-doo. I was in high school going through it. First of all, I didn't even want to go to school because of, all the bull crap that was going on. People wanted to fight me. People didn't like me because I was so quiet back then. That was what they was worried about, the quiet one. You got to watch out for the quiet ones. They're crazy. About the quiet ones that are religious, right? Forget about them, right? No, we all get stereotyped into being too weird. Yet, all through my childhood, I remember going to all these different churches. Even churches with family members to go in and do things like sing to them and play instruments. But now all these people that used to take me there don't even speak to me anymore. Yet they want credit. How can I give you credit if you're on pharmakia? It's like giving the devil credit. Why would I do that? But you still want to take your medicines and you want to have your cake and eat it too. You get off at pharmakia and then you can have your cake. Till then, don't bother even talking to me. Why? Because you're not getting it. The pharmakia is your problem. The drug is your problem. The alcohol is your problem. Not mine. I don't have those two problems. They're not in my life. I'll take, closest thing I take to even a drug is, what do you call that? I'm at a blank now. I can't even think of the word. Is like, magnesium, zinc, things that come in like your food. So really I don't need to take a lot of them, but for some reason I can't find the zinc everywhere. I'm still working on that too, as far as figuring out what the good stuff is, even though I've got a lot of it on my site. So as far as figuring out what zinc is, sometimes I take the pills, sometimes I take the food. Just depends on how I feel that day. If I feel like making something or if I just pop it in there because, hey, evidently it's on the label what's in there. You don't get that with pharmaceuticals a lot of times. Of course, I don't look at a lot of labels, but the labels I look at tells you the name of it, but it doesn't tell you the ingredients. I haven't seen any ingredients on there. And most of the people won't even look up what's in the ingredients. They scare the crap out of them. And if you're brainwashed, you don't got time for that. But they'll never know until they get off of it. Or until, hey, the pharmacies run out. Which, that's happening. Slowly. Walkouts. I keep hearing about them, but I ain't seen none of them. I ain't seen a lick of them. Sure did see them people with BLM out on the streets, but I don't see any walkouts around here as far as pharmaceuticals. So really, to me, they're just blowing smoke up my butt, right? Well, evidently the roommate keeps going down and picking up his medicine, so no problem there. They just want me to think that, hey, they're going to have a walkout. Whatever. Just like these nurses out here having all these problems. Whatever. You ain't walked out yet. Why? Because you still got to make that money, right? So I said the whole world is stuck on this money thing. Evidently, they don't know how to plant a seed. Sow a seed. What's that? They wouldn't know the first thing. They wouldn't even want to try. Some maybe. The ones that are already doing it. The ones that ain't. Nah, we got a store to go to. Do you know what they put in that store food? No. If you did, you probably wouldn't be eating it. I got to store food in there. Well, because, yeah, he's got to eat, right? I got to show that he's eating, right? So, yeah, therefore I got to have receipts of stuff that I bought for food. And, of course, he gets his meals, too, so really I ain't got to buy food. I mean, if he already getting free meals, well, here's the thing. Being on that pharmaceutical medicine evidently makes you hungry. So he'd be eating like all day long. So I gotta make sure he takes his extra virgin olive oil, because, yeah, he don't always make the best food decisions. So I give it to him. I don't force him to take it. I just say, hey, you want to take it? Make you feel better. Evidently, it's making him feel better. He doesn't have a problem taking it. Doesn't fight me on it, so I must be doing a good job. I get no complaints out of him. In fact, I'm looking out for his best interest, not mine. Because like I said, I already get taken care of. I get taken care of as long as I take care of him, right? Which I can't mess up. If he's still taking his medicine and he's taking his olive oil every day, then yeah. The olive oil's got to be doing something to him, because he's still around. He's in remission because of his cancer. But yeah, they'll take credit for that. The doctors will. Oh, well, you're in remission, but you still got to take it, right? Okay, well, I still keep giving them the olive oil. The only way they're going to stop that is if they get a hold of them. Hey, there's several things that can change on this end, too. They know it. I know it. They don't want it. It could happen. Maybe. Possibly. I can't cancel it out, because maybe you might want it. I think that's the only reason why I kind of hope I get my money, is so that I can see that he gets what he needs. Well, that started out when I moved in with him. I told him, I said, look, your buddy, you guys was like that. I said, you lost him. I said, I'm here to help you. I moved in, he was drinking alcohol. I got pictures of it. I got videos of it. Puking his guts up because the world was taking advantage of him. What did I do? I said, look, I said, you can drink all you want. I can't stay here. He needed a companionship. What did he say to me? Please don't move out. As you move out, I don't have a job. I didn't force him to work to me. He came to me for work. He said, I got a van. I want to go to work. He said, I've been driving a cab before. So I hired him. I gave him what he wanted. He wanted a job. I said, you come work for me. No, there was no paperwork done on Social Security. I said, you're not really working for me. You're working for yourself. You go out pick up customers. I'm just giving you runs. Why? Because they calling me. I got a DBA, doing business as. That's all I got. I just got an EIN, but I'm iffy on even using that, because I know what it entails. Yeah, it might help the company, but I don't know. I'm still got questions about it. I still got to do my research on why I would have to even do that. I know some other people has done it, but did they do it for the right reasons? Yeah, like I said, I need to do more research before I even think about doing that, because, yeah, I don't know too much about that. But I do know one thing. Pharmakia's got to go. It's what messing the world up on this decision making and its dreams. It's the thief in the night. The Lord, yeah, he speaks through all of us. He even speaks through me. I'm sure the thief in the night could be the other way, but if you're being killed, by Pharmakia. And it's Google says a thief in the night that comes up as stealing people's dreams. Yeah. I wonder if people die and have regrets. They didn't do this, they didn't do that. They couldn't do it. Not with brainwashing from Pharmakia. You want to talk about all these people working for slaves all their lives? They've been working for slaves all their lives because they've been doped up all their lives to think that's what they're supposed to do. Work. Yet we all know that it says in the Bible we have to work. So therefore we couldn't even get out of it even if it was slavery, right? But here's the funny thing. We don't need the government to tell us to work. We've been doing that even during the pandemic, right? But evidently, yeah, for some reason, everybody out here has got to pay taxes except for me. So why isn't everybody out here caretaking for the elderly instead of dismissing them? You can make money off that too. You can make money off all these bad ways. Why not do something good? If I've already explained to you why it's a good thing to be a caregiver, why are you not doing it? That would mean all these people that's then sitting down here at home being caregivers are going to have to work extra hard. And yeah, there's going to be more of them because, yeah, there's going to be less people in the hospitals because, yeah, you're taking care of them like I'm taking care of my dude out there. They said even after this November, if he goes to the hospital, I don't get paid, right? Therefore, I can't pay my bills. So, yeah, why not overload these people and caregive, right? Make them have to do their jobs or suffer the consequences because they sure don't mind making us work. But, yeah, I can't get no help. I got to do my job, but where's the support? Yeah, talk is cheap. You can talk all day, but I ain't dragging my feet. I see who's dragging their feet, evidently, because they ain't getting nothing done. And the stuff that I've submitted, yeah, they know about it when I submit it, right? And of course, I got to do it. I got to do all the work because they don't want to do it. Why? Because I'm the caregiver, not them. So shouldn't I be making their money? Of course I should, but would they pay that? No, because they got to make a living too. So I got to go through a third party, right? Or do I? Here's the thing. Why couldn't I just get my EIN, put him on my EIN, make the money from him, and just call it a day, cut the middleman right out? If I'm providing a service to him, then I'm not stealing anything. And he would still be under my care, so I would still be working for him. So therefore, I would be making the money from him to take care of him through his Social Security, right? Which means everybody else could do the same thing. Yeah, when they asked me, what was it? There was a paperwork that we did the other day. I can't remember what it was. And I said, yeah, you can put down one. Oh, it was when we was going to apply for a house. They said, you got any dependents? I said, well, I could put him on there, but I can't technically do that right now because he's under their care. But I could put him under mine. Claim him as a dependent. File him through my taxes, right? Say, hey, I got one dependent. I got a job, but it's not taxable, but, you know, I could make money on him, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to do some more research on this. I think it can be done, and if it can be done, and yeah, I can get all the benefits, and they're not getting all the benefits. They're not driving them around. If I'm making the money, then yeah, I can go out and purchase a car, right? I got the money to pay my fines. Who needs them, right? I don't need them. Evidently, I can do this all on my own. I just have to do the research on it, right? Cut them out. They got less of a job in, right? That means they can go with everybody else, right? They can, all these other caregivers that want to come in and make the money. $35, $45 a day, you do the math, right? That's every day that you work, every day that that person is not in the hospital. Why? Because we're not in a pandemic. Funny how I got paid out of the pandemic, but he goes in the hospital after the pandemic. I don't get paid. Yet they got paid for all these people dying. Rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That's right, two-tier justice system. But no work getting done. How are these people so special? They're not even godly-like. They're out here taking. Who takes? The devil still kills and destroys. I rest my case. You guys have a blessed night.